and welcome to Dee Talk Live Thursdays. I'm so sorry I'm late. I've been getting messages saying, are you on? What's going on? It's havoc. It's the week before Christmas and everybody is going crazy. It's crazy, crazy, crazy. And we're so busy with what's going on. At the moment, it's just havoc at the moment. There's so much going on in the What Dee Thinks family. And yeah, like that's what's going on. It's amazing. Hey Kelly, tonight we have another great topic that I was thinking about the other day, because so many people categorize their lives by not like being in the present and always wondering what the future will bring and what will happen in a short amount of time or a long amount of time, and what they believe will happen or premeditate their future, when you really shouldn't, right? Because I always believe that you should stick in the present. Sometimes we get so ahead of ourselves and we rush towards, the future and, where can you see yourself? Or, instead of saying, where do I see myself in 5 years? What would you like to see in 5 years, really? And that's why I thought, like tonight we should ask the question of, where do you see yourself in 5 years? But in a sense, where do you think you will be? What moves will you take in order to drive yourself towards your dreams and what you really love and what you want to do in your life, because that's what it's all about. It's all about putting a goal into perspective, writing it down, pushing towards what you really want to do, and striving for it, So in terms of what I want to do, I want to obviously make a change. I want to make a difference in society. That's my first and foremost. I want What Dee Thinks to do very well, which we are already, which is amazing, and I'm so grateful and humble for it. But eventually, I wanted to strive in order to change people's lives and push that positivity into them that they need, because so many people still don't have it. And I'm saying this because I actually heard some really sad news today about a dear friend of mine through another very close friend of mine that we used to actually hang out with. And so many people assume that people are okay when they're not okay. You might find somebody that's so positive and so lively and so happy, and you might think that there's nothing wrong with them. But in reality, digging deep within the surface, getting down towards their mold, inside of them, they're very unhappy and they're very sad. But no one's actually asked that question. No one's actually said, are you okay? Or sat there with them or picked their brain in order to find out what really makes them tick, getting down to the essence and actually getting there, like getting to that point where you're able to connect with them. That's what I mean about connecting with somebody, because it's so important, especially when things like this happen. So this friend of mine actually took his own life, and he was missing for 3 days, and they found him today. And we were quite surprised, because it wasn't something that we thought would have happened, or he was the type of person to do something like this. And that's the reason why I've taken it upon myself to create a business like this, like I have, because I really need to spread the word out and get this D message out in order to help people like this. I hadn't seen my friend for a very long time, and he was actually engaged as well, and I won't name him on here because there's no need to. What I'm saying is, when you perceive your life in a specific way, sometimes it turns in a different way, because people sometimes aren't there when they're supposed to. And as we say, things do happen for a reason. But if we can use 1 ounce of what we have within us in order to stop things like this happening, like suicide, we're able to make such a difference and such a change. Even just by calling that one person And I'm going to repeat myself again. You know, get out there and talk to these people, especially your friends or people that you feel as though might be a little insecure, might not be happy within themselves, and really, really talk to them and help them, because this life has gone lost for nothing now. You know, like, he was an amazing guy. He was beautiful. He was so happy, and he didn't deserve to go in this way, but he made that decision, you know, and everybody is allowed to have their own opinion on the matter and believe what they want to believe. But if we can make a difference by making a stand and actually getting the message out there and doing something, you know, helping people, maybe we can stop people from doing these types of things. You know what I mean? Like, we've got to all stick together, and especially people around you in your circle, you would know, you know, like, even sometimes you're not aware because they make it unknown. And that's where you have to, as I said before, really, really get to that substance and really get to know them, you know? Anyway, so where do you see yourself in 5 years? Where is everyone tonight? There you are. I love you so much. You're beautiful. So tonight I'm going to tell you, right, where I want to be in 5 years. So hopefully in 5 years, I fall in love again. That's number one, because love to me is the most important thing in my life. And I'm sure I will when I find the right person again. And then eventually I would love to have children. That's another thing, right? That you want to procreate, bring into the world, bring in your morals, bring in lessons that you've learned and bring them up so they can be fabulous like you, right? That's another thing. And then also have a sustainable, beautiful business that'll be able to help people align the corporation, get professional affiliations on board in order to support our cause, and also bring up a massive dance party charity next year, which is what we are doing, guys, which is amazing. And it is a young generation party, because as you guys know, I've been involved quite thoroughly in the entertainment industry, and I'm getting the big guns of the business who will go on board with me, which I believe they will, in order to help raise funds for the causes that are most precious to what Dee Thinks' heart. So, suicide, mental illness, image, all these are faceted through that one thing, which is called mental illness. We need to target it and pinpoint it in order to bring it, right? So this is what we're going to do. So within these 5 years, that's one of the years. Maybe I might travel a little bit because I need to. I think we all need a holiday at the moment because we've been working so hard, running around like crazy people, me, the crazy woman. And really, really helping the situation, helping people. And above all, being happy. You know, that's what I want in 5 years. I want, you know, everyone to have what they want to have. You know, they're the goals that you place. They're the affirmations that you write in order to bring about your dream. Somewhat like the law of attraction. Bring it into basis and bring it into purity, which is what I say. And I was always told that you're the type of person to have the job of not making people, more or less getting people to understand that it's okay to be vulnerable and being able to say, I'm not okay when I'm not okay. I love when I love. I am me because I am me. I am different because I am different, you know? Regardless of what people think of you, you should always stand being that person you know to be, right? So what Dee Thinks and Dee is here to teach people that, stand back and observe and see, is that who you really want to be? Or is it you that you really want to be? And take on board being you and loving you and creating a dynamic person like you. Because people are going to love that person. People are not going to love another person that's going to walk around looking as though they're exactly the same like everyone else, right? So this is the topic. The topic has to do with becoming a specific person, being a specific person, what you want to amount, where do you see yourself in 5 years? And, do you want to run a massive company? Do you want to own a fashion store? Do you want to own a Ferrari? I don't know, things that, adhere to your views, to your ideals and what you really want in your life. Do you want to, help the world like I do? These are all things that people take in consideration. Do you want to change your job? Do you want to sacrifice your time more? Do you want to give yourself a break or more time to spend with your loved ones and really get to know them? Because we're so busy most of the times, we don't really know who people are. Because as I say, you never experience them because you only see the exterior, not the interior. You never get to know that. And that's how we are viewed. That's why it's always good to go within and to really know thyself and then express that. Because where do you see yourself in 5 years gradually takes you on a journey of who you also become in 5 years. They go hand in hand and they make for great TV. But reality TV, our reality TV, your life, it's the way that you bring about yourself and how you're going to be seen by society and how you're going to be also seen and molded as that specific person. So they all connect. And once they do, they become fabulous because it's you. It's not anybody else. That's what I always talk about. So who do we want to be? Who am I? Who are you? What type of person are you? What do you want your life to be like? What do you want it to consist of? What goals, what dreams, what aspirations, have you got embedded in that beautiful big head of yours? I had a big head when I was coming out of my mum, apparently. They were using tongs to get it out. It's quite small now though. But it's the idea, love yourself. Love the person that you are. Because the person that you see yourself as will become even more magnificent regardless of what you see now. Because remember, we change. We change within the years. We change as the years go on. We change as time goes on. We want things that we don't necessarily want in this specific time. Because everything that we are depicted in is part of our identity. And remember, our identity is given to us as soon as we are born. I am Greek Orthodox. I am this amount of years old. I like this type of food. I like wearing these types of clothes. These are my hobbies. I like to sing. I like to dance. I like to talk. I like to help. My heart is this big, and I tend to be a person who consolidates and helps and listens, right? So the identity part tends to change as we get older, and that does have to do with age. And I'm saying this purely because when I was a young generation, whatever, which I'm a generation X or a Z, they tend to change them depending on websites. I went through the same types of changes and, insecurities and blah, 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 blah. And many people think, oh, what do you mean you? Of course, everybody does. Up until you're at that stage where your self-worth is like number one and you don't let anybody take that away from you. The one person you need to love first is yourself, and then everything will come to you. It's part of abundancy. Abundance, being in a state of abundance and loving thyself firstly, then you're able to help the whole world, which is what I learned how many years ago. I taught myself. I brought in the religion. I brought in the spirituality. You bring in whatever helps you connect, because we are all energy. And that's where that manifests, and it creates such drastic and amazing opportunities in order to create a substantial change in your life. And that's why I say, when you keep on going and when your life keeps on pursuing different avenues, what you thought you wanted 5 years ago changes. And that's why I say, always stay in the present. Always know where you stand at the moment and take those baby steps towards what you really want, which are your goals, your dreams, your aspirations, the things that mean the world to you, like this business does to me. This job means a hell of a lot to me, right? So always take that on board and, really believe that, I'm going to be there. These are my goals. These are my, affirmations. Write it down. It's energy that's inside of you that needs to be taken out and put somewhere in order for it to be released, manifested, and letting the universe take its course. It's beautiful, right? And that's why I thought this specific question is perfect, because so many people consistently ask, oh, what do you think you'll be doing? Or what do you know? How about we change it, as I said, and more or less just say, where do you believe, right? What do you believe you think will change in somewhat way in order to make those specific steps create those 5 years of amazingly beautiful goals thrive and really come into reality and fruition, So they're the types of things that, we want to happen. Anyway, thank you again so much to everyone who has joined me tonight. You guys are beautiful. You mean the world to me. Thank you for all the love and support I consistently receive on our lives. I'm so sorry I was late today. As I said, it's crazy. It is a very important week. Both spiritually, both mentally, both physically. We are at the point where we're nearly at the line of saying goodbye to this 220, which I think has been magnificent regardless of what has happened this year. I hope you're all well, taking care of each other, really helping each other. And I'm sure 221 will be kicking massive goals. There are huge shifts coming into perspective, energetically speaking as well. Take them on board, whatever you do in order to center yourself, use it, meditate, whatever. Listen to music, go for walks, exercise, whatever floats your boat, do, because it will really help you center yourself. And it'll really help, your mental state as well, which it does always for me. I love you so much. And also, we have an announcement, which I completely forgot. We have a YouTube channel now, which we just started. So please subscribe to What Dee Thinks on YouTube. There will be extra videos that have not been seen, others that we're adding at this moment. My web designer is a champion. Jason, I love you to the moon and back. He's putting them on as we are speaking. I love him so much. And yeah, it's amazing. Go onto the website, have a look, see how you go. Let me know. We also are having a massive promotion this week on Friday until Christmas, which I will probably tell you. Well, it's tomorrow, isn't it? So It'll be expected anyway. We are giving 20% off on all Dee Style Me services, excluding the 5 minutes with Dee. So if you do go online, or if you don't know what to actually buy your loved ones or somebody that you're thinking, oh my God, what am I going to buy? And it's, coming to this point in this stage, go on there. All of them will be 20% off. And yeah, I'll be shopping and doing their wardrobe edits, and yeah, it'll be fun. So yeah, if you're interested, hook me up and I'll be there. Love you guys so much. Hope you have a fantastic, fantastic weekend. And I will see you guys for another Dee Love Talk on Monday. Much love and blessings to everybody. Hope you are all safe and well. And remember, center yourself, yeah? Namaste. I love you guys. Love you so much. Have a beautiful night, and I will